Episode 2, verse 10, destroys the resurrection excuse. Hebrews 4:10 is the death blow to the resurrection-based Sunday argument. It says, "For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as God did from his." This verse doesn't just tie rest to God's creation, it binds it to Christ's completed work. The same way God finished his creation and rested on the seventh day, Christ finished the work of redemption and rested on that same seventh day. He didn't rise on the Sabbath, he rested in the tomb on it. That rest was not an accident, it was a cosmic declaration. Yet pastors and theologians claim that because Jesus rose on the first day, Sunday now replaces the Sabbath. But the New Testament is silent. There is not one verse that declares Sunday holy, blessed, or sanctified. Not one verse calling Sunday the Lord's Day. Not one verse where Jesus, Paul, or any apostle commands Sunday worship. Hebrews 4:10 doesn't just reaffirm the Sabbath. It exposes the Sunday tradition for what it is, a man-made substitution, a golden calf, an idol wrapped in liturgy. Jesus' resurrection did not abolish the Sabbath, it confirmed it. He rested in death on the Sabbath as a witness to the very law Sunday worship claims to overwrite. And here's the divine irony. The resurrection is meaningless without the cross, and the cross is incomplete without the tomb. And what did Jesus do in the tomb? He kept the Sabbath. So if you say, "I worship on Sunday because Jesus rose," you ignore that Jesus rested on the Sabbath. If you celebrate his resurrection while disregarding his rest, you are only honoring half of his testimony. 10. Confrontational questions. Why does Hebrews 4:10 link Jesus' rest with God's seventh-day rest if Sunday replaced it? Why did Jesus rest in the grave on the Sabbath and not rise until it ended? If Sunday replaced the Sabbath, why does the Bible never call it holy? Where is the verse that says Sunday is now the day of worship? Why does God compare Christ's rest to creation and not to the resurrection? Is the Sabbath abolished because Jesus fulfilled it, or honored because he kept it in death? Can the resurrection cancel the fourth commandment without canceling the other 9? If Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever, why would he change the Sabbath? Why do you reject the example of Jesus resting and keeping the Sabbath? Are you following Christ's example or Rome's tradition? The resurrection proves Jesus is Lord, but Hebrews 4:10 proves he is still Lord of the Sabbath. The church must stop using the resurrection as a license for rebellion. Jesus fulfilled the Sabbath by honoring it, not replacing it. And if you reject that truth, you're not standing on resurrection ground, you're standing on theological quicksand.